The SHIFT, Sustainable Tourism in Fragile Territories project, has been funded by the European Med Programme, promoted under the auspices of the Confederation of Entrepreneurs of the province of Alicante, and developed in the heart of the University of Alicante's Institute of Tourism Research. As such, it is a demonstration of how the business sector of Alicante is staking a great deal on achieving sustainable tourism. This is a kind of tourism that can take full advantage of the countless possibilities offered by the dynamics of the region, with all its natural characteristics and cultural features which complement each other. The SHIFT routes, which start out from two of the main tourist destinations on the coast of the province, namely Benidorm and Alicante Playa, allow the visitor to discover the main natural, cultural and ethnographic attractions of coastal and inland Alicante. Using 3 routes and a host of guided itineraries, which can be followed on collective transport, the tourist becomes immersed in a whole world of sensations, possibilities and new experiences. The Almohades Castle route. The route of the Almohades castles is one which is both entertaining and cultural. It provides the holidaymaker clientele with an alternative to urban tourism or sun and beach holidays. That same possibility can be given in the cases of incentive and congress tourism. This route, available to those clients staying in Alicante Playa San Juan, enables the visitor to come face to face with the majesty and splendor of the main defensive fortresses of inland Alicante. Taking advantage of the tourist itineraries offered from Tuesday to Friday, the tourist immerses him or herself in the Islamic past of Alicante, a period of progress, yet also a time of battles and Christian reconquest. By following the historical connecting thread provided by the Almohades legacy, the visitor can visit 4 magnificent recently restored castles, standing high and imposingly over the cities of Villar, Castalla, Villena and Sax. Itinerary of the castles of Villar and Castalla. In this interesting itinerary, the visitor can explore several Almohades castles which served as protection for the border territories between the Kingdom of Valencia and the Crown of Castile. From a distance, the view offered by the Villar Castle, surrounded on its eastern side by a magnificently well-conserved historic town centre, is one of the prettiest pictures afforded by inland Alicante. Villar Castle, which has been a national monument since 1931, has 2 turrets and an imposing main tower looking out over the beautiful panorama of the town and the valley it presides over. Built with rammed earth walls, this castle has some unusual features, and especially outstanding is the Almohades Dome, the only one of its kind. Visiting the town of Villar also provides the chance to go around a historic town centre of great beauty, with its pebblestone streets and its towers and arches from old bulwarks of city walls, as well as an aqueduct, snow wells, countless fountains and splendid manor houses. In addition, this town places at the visitor's disposal an interesting ethnographic museum, along with numerous shops and workshops where pottery can be bought and in which quality food products such as typical local sausages, sweet things, olive oil and so on can be purchased. The Castalla Castle is the other fortress which has been taken into account on drawing up this tourist itinerary. The castle, which dates from the 11th century but which has been completely restored, is set right on top of a sizable promontory, into which is carved an old town that curves its way upwards. Among the other riches which this place offers, and which merit attention in addition to the castle, are the Ermita de la Sang, the Hermitage of the Blood, and the Church of the Assumption. Itinerary of the castles of Villena and Sax. On this itinerary, the visitor is shown 2 of the most interesting castles in the corridor opened up by the river Vinalopó. The robust and majestic castle of Villena, which has been a national monument since 1931, looks truly magnificent, having been fully restored and turned into an exhibition center. The fortress is made up of a double bulwark, of crenellated walls, and a square homage tower which is robust yet slender. Visiting Villena offers us the possibility of discovering other highly interesting assets which this town possesses. These include the Museum of the Treasure of Villena, which holds Bronze Age treasure made up of objects of gold, silver, iron and amber. The Church of Santiago, however, must also be seen. Considered to be one of the most important Gothic Renaissance sites in the Valencian region, it contains some magnificent twisted columns similar to those found in the Silk Exchange building in Valencia and in the Cathedral of Mallorca. This itinerary comes to an end with a visit to one of the most spectacular castles in the Valencian region. The Saxe Castle stands boldly on top of a narrow rocky crest into which the structure of the fortress, winding and twisting, seems to mold itself. Next to the recently restored castle, there is the parish church of Our Lady of the Assumption. A visit to this monument makes the journey truly complete. The Shift Route, a new tourism product taking up the twofold challenge of sustainability and competitiveness in inland as well as coastal areas, exploiting the new potential of the Costa Blanca alongside its well-established experience in tourism.